Jai Gurudev. You see, nowadays, you need translation in German? No? Good. See, nowadays, when people pray, very often they don't believe in their prayer. They pray because they have to pray. Because they okay, this is my sadhana, I have to do it. They force themselves to pray. But prayer is something that you have to live. You know, on the spiritual path, there's two things which is asked. Sharanagati and Nitya Smaranam, which means surrender and continuous remembrance. Nama Japam. Right now we were singing, what is the first? Vignesham Bhajare Manasa Vignaharam Bhajare, which means the Lord who govern the mind, make me able to control my mind. Because this is one thing which is quite difficult to control. It's easy to control everything, but the mind takes longer time. But it's not impossible. When you do japam, when you really want to change, when you really want sincerely to attain the grace of God, nothing is impossible. Everything becomes possible because He make it easy also. But for that, it depends also on you. You also have to try your best to give your maximum. It is said that no matter how darkened is the mind, when it wants to surrender, the divine ignites it. When God ignites the mind is embraced with His love only. What stays only? The love of God. It's like you take a charcoal. Charcoal is dark. You hold it in your hand, it will make your hand dark. If you have it on your clothes will be blackened. But when it ignites, when the charcoal is lit, what happens? It becomes red. Start burning. There is light and heat. The same when your mind is surrendered to the Lord, you start to light also. And you start to reflect the divine. That's why it is said that these two things need. Surrender and continuous remembrance. And if you have these two things, simple, no matter what you do, no matter where you are, you will start beaming this light. You start reflecting these divine names which you are chanting. And finally, there will be no difference between you and the divine names. And this time now, people are so busy concentrating not on the divine, but concentrating on their problem. They are busy creating more worries and thinking that by thinking of the worry, by concentrating on the problem will get solved. Actually, no, it will not. Because you are more you concentrate on the problem, more the problem get bigger. Then you will never find the solution. Even if you dig deeper, you will not find it because you are so focused on the problem where positivity is far away. But if you concentrate when praying, you concentrate in a positive way. You look at life, you look at whatever is coming in a positive way, then you will attract the positivity. Then your prayer will be heard. Because it takes two. It takes the grace of God and it takes also your effort. One can't exist without the other. They go together, hand in hand. So when you make your effort and you are positive and you believe without any doubt in your prayer, the divine will fulfill. Even giving you your life purpose, fulfilling your life purpose. He will give you mukti, He will liberate you. You will attain Him because He will run towards you. Yesterday, I was down. I took one movie from the shop. I don't know whether you saw it. Sanshuka. Very beautiful story, actually, of the saint, which she married her husband, but her husband was always dominated by the mother. And the mother-in-law was always bad to her. So, just to cut it short, finally, she was thrown out of the house. Every day she was getting beaten up by the mother-in-law. Well, in India, it's like this, you know. Here is opposite. So, but her love for God, her love for Panduranga never ceased. When her husband put her out of the house, she said, I will go on pilgrimage to Pandharpur, where Lord Krishna and Rukmini is. But even that, when she was going, the mother-in-law came and said, oh, what are you dancing like a prostitute, Go back home. So she dragged her by her hair, bring her home and tied her. And of course then she surrendered mentally. Her mind mentally said, Lord, when would you come and liberate me? And her call was so sincere. It doesn't matter what she was doing. She was tied there on the pole. The Lord transferred her to Pandharpur with her physical body. And in her place, He came. Same what when Krishna was small, He did it when they were stealing Makhan. And one day, one lady tied Krishna and said, I will tell your mother now that I got you. And when she went home there to tell Yashoda, your son had been stealing Makhan, and here, Yashoda said, how come? But he's here. Same thing, He transferred Shuka to Pandharpur, and there he was tied himself. Of course, he disguised himself. And he came and be in the house. So when Shuka opened her eyes and saw that she was in Pandharpur, she said to the Lord, now I have your darshan, please take me. What else there is to do? What else there is to see? What else there is to gain? If I have seen you, there's nothing else. This is the same what another saint What is his name? Not Tukaram. He was blind. Surdas, yes. Surdas said, Lord, he was blind, Surdas. And the Lord appeared in front of him, gave him the eyes to see him. Then he asked Surdas, what do you want, Surdas? And Surdas said, Lord, I have seen everything. Please take back my eyes. I don't want to see anything. And Shuka, when he saw the Lord in front of him, he said, Pandapur, please take me. And that moment she left her body. And the moment she left her body, the people said, okay, they have to cremate her. So they cremate her. The people who were there, they knew about her. They cremate her. As she was burning, her body was burning, of course, the Lord there, which was in the house of her, in disguise, start to burn also. Because the life is finished there. So she can't play the role, what he manifested there. So what he did, he put off the fire and revived her again. So when she was revived, the Lord here, of course, the place where she lived and the place where Pandapur is about 13 days walk. So during these 13 days, the Lord was there serving the mother-in-law, the husband, the sister-in-law, and everybody. But by serving them, what happened? They were changed. They were infused with love. And the Lord opened the eyes. Because everybody is so bound by pride, but the eyes is closed. One don't perceive the beauty which God have given to mankind. So by serving them, He make their eyes open. So pride disappeared. And of course, they were very happy and they said, okay, we will do a big prayer, sing the change. So invite everybody for Satnarayan Puja. So a prayer for Mahavishnu. The other was doing the prayer, the lady enter. And of course, everybody gets scared. They said, oh, this is a ghost because we just cremate her 13 days back. And here, she's sitting and another one is coming, is walking. And when she looked at the one sitting next to her husband, she saw that is Pandapur, is Krishna himself in the disguise of her sitting there. So she bowed down to her, and everybody was scared, looking two persons similar, said, one must be a ghost. So there's one person, like an exorcist, English, Hindu, Indian exorcism. They start chanting some mantra and throwing some powder on Krishna. Of course, he was just sitting and laughing. Then she said, the lady, Shuka, said, Lord, please reveal your true form. That moment, she stand up, and she stand like Krishna. And he appeared in the form of Vitala, which is Krishna sitting standing with the hand like this, with his wife, Rukmini. So this story remind when you have devotion and when you are surrender really, sincerely, everything become possible. Because the Lord will be with you all the time. And whatever difficulty you encounter, He will be there with you. It will not be difficult. The same thing nowadays if you concentrate on the difficulty which is happening in the world, you will not help the world. Actually, you will increase the difficulty of the world. And if you want really to change, become firstly positive and pray. Pray in a positive way and pray, believe in the solution. Then everything will be fine in your life. Only these two things: surrender and continuous remembrance. And how you will continuous remembrance is by nama japam, by continuously reciting the divine names. Take any form, take any names. Let your mind dwell on the form and let your lips, your tongue chant the divine names. So with that, I would like to do a little meditation with you. Long time I didn't do a meditation.